Blog Talk Radio.
You are listening to SpeakonRadio.com. Be seen, be heard, be present. The place where entrepreneurs, business owners, speakers, authors, actors, politicians, creative people and media experts are empowered and inspired to broadcast their passion. SpeakonRadio.com is a radio platform that has you in mind, bringing you not only inspiration, but practical solutions and opportunities to release your greatness. Tune in now at SpeakonRadio.com. That is, SpeakonRadio.com.
Wow. Welcome. It's another day in London, and it's Sarah here, loving the day, loving life, and really excited about today's show. But I'm from our London studio, but we do have another studio in LA. Over to LA.
So this is the Los Angeles studio. It's Marina Nani speaking, and I have to break some news. It's your birthday today. This is just not another day where you go to work and go back home and go bed and wake up in the morning. No, this is your birthday. This is a day where you are going to receive love, and you are going to receive so much that you have to give it away. This is a day when you are going to feel, yes, it's my birthday because today I'm getting younger because your age is not a figure, is a state of mind, and you are as young as you think you are. So embrace today is the day when we get younger. And welcome to the studio in Los Angeles with Marina Nani and Sarah Lista in the studio in London. Welcome to Mindfulness. And today we are going to speak from the heart. We are going to have great guests from all over the world, and from 3 different continents, actually. So we are going to talk about the impact and change your world can have at present, right now. Are you waiting for the perfect moment to take a decision to leave the present? Are you going to think that the moment is not here yet? What is holding you back? Who is holding you back? Why don't you take together this right moment and make it perfect? Over to you, Sarah.
A very good question. What's holding you back? And you, as you're talking, right? I always say I communicate through stories. I'm a storyteller. That's who I am, right? And as you're talking, I just remembered, because you mentioned about today is your birthday. It's every day is your birthday. And there is no waiting for another time to live another life. This is your life, and you're not going to make an impact later in your life, whatever that is you're planning. You're going to make an impact today. And I remember my old friend who has now passed on, Barbara. She received me. She did not know me, but she saw my determination, and she invited me in her house to stay when I had nowhere to stay. And we were just talking, and Barbara was ill with arthritis. She's sometimes on a wheelchair, but that woman had energy and had passion. I was young. In my culture, I should be serving her. She said, no, sit down. And she would do everything for me. And in one of the conversations, she said, Sarah, I lived for when I go old. I worked all my life planning that when I retire, I'm going to travel the world. There were so many places I wanted to see. But look at me. They would never even let me on a plane. I wanted to go to a conference in America, but I had to get all these reports and everything. She said, let me tell you something. There's one thing I'm going to share with you. Everything you wanted to do, if you want to make an impact, it has to be now. Don't wait for when you retire. And that's why we're here, Marina. That basically we're not waiting for a life that will come. Making an impact is today. We're here for you. If you're a listener, we have a stage for you. We have a platform for you. We have a radio for you. The reason why we come here every single day at 6 p.m., 10 a.m. LA, 1 p.m. New York time is to say to you, this is your time to make an impact into your world. This is your platform to share your message to somebody else who needs it. So if you're listening right now, we would love to hear from you. And if you could share our messages for other people to come and join in. And, talking of like age and waiting, most people don't realize, but we've had two ladies who've been with us as guests on this show. And those two ladies are in their 80s, and you never tell. And they're not living as though I'm retired and I'm waiting for whatever. They're living now. They're present now. And if I didn't tell you that they were in their 80s, from their passion, from their drive and what they are planning to do, you would never, ever know. And I know one of our listeners said, wow, that lady is amazing. She has a million stories. She's still planning what to do. Marina, over to you.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, I'm thinking that I learn each day. And I'm so excited about what's happening next. And I'm already there. I'm in my mind. I'm right here, right now, listening to your questions, trying to answer your questions. And I know that your mind is not an empty bottle. It's not an empty vessel. It's waiting to be filled. I know you have the fire inside your mind, inside your heart, and I want you to bring it out. I want you to be that ball of fire and join the conversation. Don't think of the past. Don't dream of the future. Be right here, be right now, be present. You need to be seen and you need to be heard. This is why our Academy of Significance is growing so fast all over the world, and we have people joining us from places I never thought existed on earth. And I'm so grateful for every single person joining us, because this is not about me, it's not about you. It's about what we could create together. The ball of fire, we can set our reality on a different dynamic. We can take that dream of yours and make it into a reality together right now. It's not about the future. This is about right now. It's, your past is not your destiny, and your future is not something I care, because I know if you come in and you are present right now, you are going to create a better past for yourself and your family in generations to come, and you are going to create the most magnificent future. So your past is not your destiny. All that matters is your present right now. And your mind is not empty. Trust me, it's not empty waiting for somebody to pull in informations. You already got it, and you got this, and you just need to put your name on it. Take your mind to a place where it can be seen, can be heard, and make it present. Your mind doesn't understand time. Your mind all understands is taking orders from you. You are the master of your mind. And actually, I have a very dear friend, she is in Ireland, and she wrote an amazing book. She wrote a book that absolutely made me look at things in a total different way. Her book title, which we've been working for nights on end on Facebook before we even met, is Daniel, over to you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Everybody can hear you right now, Daniel Serpico from Ireland.
Ah, brilliant, great. How are you? You well?
We are talking about your book and about your mission to help people dream their dream in a state of presence, in a being awake, because the only dreams which are coming real and become your reality are the dreams you dream while you are awake.
Absolutely. Yes, and I heard what you were saying. It was a great process coming up with the title of the book, wasn't it, Marina?
You are such a great example of deciding your calling, because you are so talented. You have so many passions. You are just a machine for talent. This was so difficult to focus on only one of them. only one of your great talents. And that was the challenge. And so I had to twist your arm and accept that this is your greatest calling. This is what you are born for. And look at you now. I'm so proud of you, Danielle. And I really believe that the impact you create in your world is beyond priceless. The impact you create just being present here right now within the Academy of Significance and our listeners is going to make everything so different and so much better than before they start listening to you. Tell us your story.
Okay, where do I begin? after that lovely introduction. So, go ahead.
Tell us about the adventure everybody can take within their own mind, because life is, to me, it's an adventure of the mind. It's nothing else, and it's all about what you give.
Yes. So, okay, well, on the title of the book, we came up with the title of the book, The Black Belt Mastermind, because, well, obviously, I am a black belt. I am a European, actually, gold and silver medal winner in the Europeans. So that was about 10 years ago. So basically, I used, throughout the book, we used a lot of metaphors of martial arts, kind of metaphors for life, because it's all relative. Like a very important one, which I love to quote, which is kind of surmises everything that life is about, and how it comes and goes in roundabouts. And it is this. It's a black belt is simply a white belt who never gave up. And I love that quote because it sums up what it's all about. It's every time that you believe that you've learned all there is to learn, you actually then realize how much more you have to learn, which is actually a wonderful thing, because that's the journey. You know, so writing the book was a journey. And of course, as Marina said to me even beforehand, that the journey would actually only begin even after the book was written. And so exactly that is what has happened. So basically, we're talking about mind, and in the book, I explain how I would bring somebody through a process of change. What I did was I encompassed all my skills and my talents and my learnings, which were life experiences and practical life experiences of being in business. And I had ran 3 or 4, I'd opened up 4 different businesses in my previous existence. And I used all my learnings from that, encompassed with experience and learnings that I had in neuro-linguistic programming and hypnosis and life coaching to begin my new journey as a mind coach. Hence, the Black Belt Mastermind book was born. And in that, I talk about how I would bring somebody through a process of change from metaphorically from a yellow belt all the way to a black belt, only to discover that the journey has just begun. And we start that, and as you often say, Marina, start with the end in mind. And that is truly where it does begin, because if you start with visualization and imagining and visualizing your dream goal and your dream life, that is how it all begins. Isn't that right?
Absolutely. To me, it's never about how. It's always about the outcome. What is out there available for me, and how is that going to change the people, the lives of the people I love and I care for dearly. And it is never easy. You know, when I put my mind to something, I just go. And I don't care if somebody looks down on me or criticizes me, or I keep believing in myself, because this is not about me. And I'm going to turn whatever I'm putting my mind into something so great, so beautiful, that everybody will have no choice but to admit that is a great impact in their own life, even they never contributed. So when you think of the outcome, you have to put your heart and your mind and your soul into it, into